Hello and welcome to Continuous Learning. I am Kishan and we are back again with another video. If you find the content meaningful, do not forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Drop your valuable suggestions in the comment section and feel free to share the video with your new ones so that even they learn. So let us begin. Continuing on the journey of understanding lean concepts and lean tools, we have already discussed about Kaizen and Poka-Yoke. The link to both of these videos will be given in the description section below, from where you can understand in detail about both of these concepts. Friends, today in this video, we are going to talk about PDCA cycle. PDCA stands for Plan, Do, Check and Act. It is also known as Deming's Wheel, Deming cycle, PDCA cycle and continuous improvement cycle. So either of the words you hear, it is the same thing. So stay tuned till the end of the video. All your doubts, all your queries related to PDCA cycle would be answered. Let us begin with some history. So Mr. Walter Shewhart, one of the most renowned quality gurus, discussed the concept of continuous improvement cycle in 1939 in his book Statistical Method. This cycle talked about plan, do, check, act, which is known as the PDCA cycle. This was further modified and popularized by Mr. W. Edward Deming, another quality guru, and he modified it as PDSA in 1950s. So the PDCA is now most popularly known as PDSA cycle. Moving ahead in this video, let us have a quick look at the PDCA cycle, which is also known as the continuous improvement cycle. It basically has 4 steps. The first step is P. P stands for plan. It talks about recognizing an opportunity and planning for a change. The second step is do. It basically talks about testing the change and carrying out a small scale study. The third step talks about check. Check is reviewing the test and analyzing the results and identifying what we have learned. The final step is act. Act basically talks about taking actions based on whatever we have learned and repeating PDCA cycle for continuous improvement. So this is that we repeat the cycle again and again in a particular process or a particular product to make it improving continuously. Friends, now we will talk about the individual steps in this PDCA cycle one by one. We will understand what are the steps we need to follow in these particular stages and what are the quality tools required. So the first step is plan. So in plan, we basically have 3 sub-steps. Sub-step number 1 is problem identification. In this sub-step, we may use these quality tools like check sheet, line graph, Pareto chart, flowchart and affinity diagram. In the second step, it is about cause investigation. That is, we investigate about the causes, and in this particular sub-step, we may use cause and effect diagram or a fishbone diagram, affinity diagram or a interrelationship diagram. The last sub-step of this step is selecting countermeasures, and we may use 2 kind of tools. One is criteria matrix and the other one is force field analysis. Now we will talk in detail about these 3 sub-steps, that what do we need to do in these sub-steps. So the first sub-step is problem identification. In this stage, what we do is we determine the problem area, we define the standard as well as the current situation, we determine the discrepancy, we select a measurable goal which should be SMART, and we formulate a problem statement, and the best tool for problem statement is 5W and 1H. The second sub-step is cause investigation. In this sub-step, we follow these steps. 1. We brainstorm potential causes to the problem. 2. We collect and analyze data related to this problem. 3. We challenge the data with facts and figures. 4. We select the most likely causes. Then we establish a cause and effect relationship, and then last we identify the root cause. So once we identify the root causes, our second sub-step completes. Our third sub-step is selecting countermeasures. So what do we do is, one, we brainstorm to identify the countermeasures which will further eliminate the root cause. Second, we select proper countermeasures based upon the criteria. And third, we arrange necessary approval for implementation. So once we follow these steps using necessary quality tools, our plan phase gets completed. Now moving on to the second stage of PDCA cycle, we will discuss about do. So in do stage, we follow four major steps. One is we develop a plan to implement selected countermeasures. Two, we assign the tasks to the individual people who would be executing them. Three, we communicate our plan to them. And fourth, we execute the plan. So during this stage, we may use these quality tools. One, either an implementation plan or a Gantt chart. Two, we may use an action tracker or an action plan summary sheet. And three, we may use a flow chart. In the third section of the PDCA stage, which is check, we do three major steps. One is we monitor the progress of action. Two, we gather and analyze additional data if at all we require. And third, we modify our implementation plan if necessary, basis the results we achieve. To complete this step, we may use these quality tools like data collection, check sheet, line graph, histogram, Pareto, or a flowchart. So once we follow these steps with the help of these tools, our check stage completes. Let's come to the fourth part of the cycle, which is the act part. So we basically follow four major steps. The first one is we evaluate the result. The second step is we standardize the effective countermeasures to prevent recurrence. Third, we share the success with other affected areas. This is also known as horizontal deployment. And fourth, we start the PDCA cycle again to refine the improvements that we have made during this journey. So the quality tools that we may use is SOPs, visual controls, forced field analysis, criteria matrix, a radar chart, or a flow chart. So the tools that I shared with you are not the only tools available. You may use these tools, but in addition, you may also deploy tools as and when required. So let us quickly summarize whatever we have learned until now. So in a PDCA cycle, the first step is plan. Then we execute our plans. Then we check the results after execution of our plans. If we meet the results, if yes, then we standardize it. And if no, then we again go back to the plan and this PDC again repeats. But if we achieve our goals and we move to the next step, then this PDCA cycle again repeats and we continue this journey of continuous improvement to keep on refining our improvements as confirmed in the video earlier. So this is a quick summary of a PDCA cycle which indicates that if at all there is a problem or a process which we have identified for improvement, we should follow these steps to make sure that we continuously keep on improving and reducing the losses or waste and making our processes more and more efficient. So friends, this is all for today's video. I believe all your queries, all your questions related to PDCA cycle would have been answered. If you find the content meaningful, please like the video and share with all your friends. Do comment your valuable suggestions in the comment section. We would be back with another video on lean tools, continuing with this journey. Until then, bye-bye.